We are going to take some notes and do some examples on multi-step equations. So this is the how to solve multi-step equations. So the whole goal is to isolate the variable on one side of the equal sign. One, simplify both sides of the equation by combining like terms and using the distributive property. We haven't had to do that yet. That's what we're doing today. 2, do inverse operations to get all the variables on one side and constants on the other. So inverse operations are, if you have add, you would subtract, multiply, divide. So they are opposite operations. Then step 3 is to check your answer by substituting the solution into your original equation. Use the calculator, but show on paper what you put in the calculator. So we worked it out, got x equals 3, and then you check your answer by using substitution. So the original equation is 2x plus 4 equals 10. So I write the original equation, but instead of writing x, I put the number in place of it. And I can put this into the calculator and then see if the left side, 2 times 3 plus 4, truly equals what's on the right side, which it does, because 2 times 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, so 10 equals 10, so I checked it. On each one of the problems that we're doing today, you need to make sure you show all your work and show checking it. Okay, so let's go to the next page and let's do some solving multi-step equations examples. The first one is going to be negative 3 over 5x minus 2 equals negative 8. Negative 3 over 5x minus 2 equals negative 8. So we want to draw a line down the equal sign so I can keep them separated. So you want to do PEMDAS, which is the order of operations, in reverse. So the last thing on PEMDAS is add and subtract. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So yeah, we're going to add this 2 to both sides. So put it right underneath. And then negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So now we have negative 3 over 5x equals, we have negative 8 plus 2. If you have to, use your calculator. There's no shame in that. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. Okay, now we have negative 3 over 5x equals negative 6. So we need to get rid of this fraction that's being multiplied. Reciprocal? Multiply by the reciprocal, exactly. So remember, the reciprocal is whenever you flip your numerator and denominator. So I'm going to multiply this times 5 over negative 3 on both sides. On this side, it's going to cancel itself, and we're just left with x equals, and now we're going to use the calculator, negative 6 times parentheses. Do our fraction. Remember, alpha y equals to get a fraction, and do 5 over negative 3. Oh, I don't need to close it there. I need to get out from underneath that denominator. Close your parentheses. I want everybody to put this in your calculator, not just watch me do it. You need to actually do it as well. 10. equals 10. Put a box around your answer. Okay, we also need to show checking our work, so put check. To check, we're going to rewrite the original equation, which is up here, but instead of putting x, we're going to put 10. So this will be negative 3 over 5. I'm going to put parentheses 10 minus 2 equals negative 8. 10 is out. So now that's what I'm going to put in the calculator. Do a fraction. Negative 3 over 5 times 10 minus 2.
And do we put the equal?
You don't have to put the equal. We're not going to do the equal right now because we only put the x in on the left side. So we just see if it equals what the right side is. And it does. Negative 8 equals negative 8. So we can check it. So we're done with the problem. The solution is x equals 10. Okay, let's do second problem. 3 parentheses 2x plus 5 equals 3. This is different than the ones we've done so far because we have distributive. So that's our first step. We're going to distribute the 3 across. And then we'll solve it. So step 1 was to simplify by combining like terms and using the distributive property. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 5 is 15. So 6x plus 15 equals 3. Now we need to solve it. So we're going to undo, add, and subtract first. So we have a plus 15 here. So we're going to subtract 15 on both sides. Carry down the 6x. And I have 3 minus 15, which is negative 12. What's my last step? Divide by 6 on both sides. Good. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So x equals negative 12 divided by 6, negative 2. Don't forget to show checking your work. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. But instead of putting x, I'm going to put in the negative 2. So 3 parentheses 2 times a negative 2 plus 5, close your parentheses, equals 3. So we can put in the left side in the calculator. Clear what I have. 3 parentheses 2 times parentheses negative 2 plus 5. And it equals 3. So 3 equals 3. So it makes a true statement. So x truly does equal negative 2. Are these easy so far? All right, let's do something a little more challenging. You're regretting saying it was easy?
No.
I'm just kidding. Still easy. If I didn't like it like that, I could flip flop them around, and write this equals 27. But I think it's just as easy just to do it like this. But if you like it the other way, that's fine too. Nothing we can do with this 27. So I'm just going to carry it down. Nothing I can do with that 3x. So now I need to distribute. But what am I distributing? Negative 3. A lot of people forget that negative because they're like, no, it's a minus 3. Well, if I ignore what's in front of it, that's a negative 3.
And you can't multiply and then minus.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to look at it like that. So negative 3 times 6, negative 18. Negative 3 times a negative 2x, positive 6x, yeah. All right, so I've distributed. I still need to simplify because if you look on the right side, I have a 3x and a 6x that need to be combined. So I carry down the 27 equals, let's combine 6x and 3x, making it 9x minus 18. So it's completely simplified. Now I need to get x by itself. So I need to move this negative 18 to the other side by doing the opposite. So plus 18. (27) plus 18. 45. And then carry down the 9x. Divide by 9. 45 divided by 9. 5. Mm-hmm. Okay, so check your work. So we're going to substitute in 5 everywhere we see the x. And I went ahead and just put the 5 in parentheses because I know if there's parentheses there, there's no operation, it's automatically multiplied. It equals 27. So that means we did it correctly. So we can put a box around our answer, x equals 5. All right, I'm going to pass out the assignment. We're going to work out a few problems on there, and then you're going to work on it on your own the rest of the time. Let's look at today's assignment. So we are going to just start with why are pizza jokes never funny? Solve for the x value and find it at the bottom. I also want you to put show your work on there, and I want you to check your answer. And there's really not enough room to do this without notebook paper. So go ahead and get out notebook paper and work this out. Okay, so just looking at it right now, are there any that kind of stick out to you that you want me to work? Which E?
E near the top.
This one?
No, the bottom one.
Yes. Or this one?
Yeah, that one. The bottom one.
Okay, let's do that one.
I meant this one.
We're going to work out this one, so go ahead and write it down.
I should have been working out Y and C.
Quiet down, please. So I need to get X by itself. So I need to do the add and subtract first. So what do I need to get rid of?
10.
Yeah, that 10, that negative 10. So I'm going to add 10. Negative 4 plus 10. Yep, equals 6. Carry down the X over negative 3. So what operation is happening between X and this negative 3? Division. So what's the inverse operation?
So 3
Times a negative 3 on both sides. Negative 3 over 3 equals 1, so we can mark it out. 6 times negative 3.
negative 18.
Negative 18. Great. You do need to show checking your work. So I'm going to rewrite the equation, but put a negative 18 in place of X. So I'm going to put that in the calculator, see if it truly does equal negative 4.
Do you want us to put the equation below the answer to show you that we checked it, or just leave it on?
Put it somewhere. I need you to put that checking somewhere. Out to the side, below it, somewhere close by it. And also put a box around your answer. And you can also put it on the actual worksheet. Like that. All right, so you have the rest of the class period to work on this. You can fill out the bottom part if you want. It's not mandatory.
And then the